Hello everyone, this is the sixth tutorial in C++ tutorial series, and in this tutorial we will learn operators and we will make a small calculator. In the previous tutorial we learned how to use the operators. In this tutorial we will make a small calculator using arithmetic operators. So in previous tutorial we had first value, second value, and res or result variable. The user will enter the first value, the user will enter the second value, and then the result will be shown to the user. But what we do here is that we will ask the user to enter two values, and then we will ask them to enter any of the available operators or any of the available operations. So cout, please enter any of the following operations. \n is an escape character or operator, which it will take us to the next line, or it will show these operators on the next line. We have minus, we have multiply, we have divide. Cn. Now we need another variable of the character type to hold the operations entered by the user. So cnop. And now here we will use the switch. If you do not understand the switch statements, don't worry, I will explain it now. So switch statements, you have to write switch, and then you have to write the variable on which you want to use the switch. The switch variable will check what is inside this op variable. So here all the switch does is that to check what is inside the op variable, and then start the brackets. So the switch works on different cases. So for each of these plus, minus, star, and divide, we will use what? We will use different cases, and based on this case, if the case matches this op operator, so the code inside that case will be executed. How? Like this case. For example, if the user enters the plus, so what happens? This line of code will be executed. res is equal to first value plus second value. Cout, the addition is res, and then we break out of this statement. So the break is used to cancel the execution of this switch statement, because the case is matched and the user has entered plus, so this line of code is executed, and then we do not want to go further. And next we have second case. If the user enters minus, so res, this line of code will be executed, is equal to first value plus second value, not plus, minus second value. And then we have cout, subtraction is res, and then we break out. Case 3, multiply, res is equal to first value plus second value, multiply second value, and cout, the multiplication is res, and then we break out of this statement. In case last one, which is the divide, and res is equal to first value plus second value, not plus. Every time I'm using plus, I am not sure, I might be too familiar with that. Cout, the division is res, break default, and the default is used when the user enters anything else. If the user does not enter plus, minus, static, or division, or forward slash, so this line of code will be executed. So here we will say that please select appropriate operation break. So we have 0 errors. It means the program is working. So let me explain this program once. Here we have three integer type variables: first value, second value, and the result. The first value goes in the first value, the second value entered by the user goes into the second value, and the result contains the result of the operation selected by the user. And the operation, or the OP, of character, which is the data type of this, is character, and the name of the variable is OP. It stores the operations whether the user enters plus, minus, asterisk, or division, or forward slash. It will be stored in this OP operator. So first the user enters the first value, and then the user enters the second value, and then the user enters any of the operations available, like plus, minus, asterisk, forward slash, or division, and it is stored into the OP variable. And then we have used the switch statements. The switch statement checks what is inside the OP variable, and based on this OP it performs the following operations. If the OP contains the plus, it means that the user has entered plus, and the user want to perform addition, so this line of code will be executed. What will happen? The result variable will contain the addition of the first and the second value, and then we provide the output to the user that the addition is this. If the user enters minus, so this line of code will be executed, in which we have performed the subtraction. And if the user enters star or asterisk, so what happens is that the multiplication is performed, and then the result is given to the user. And if the user enters forward slash, which means that the user wants division, so the division will be performed and the result will be given to the user. And if the user provides anything else, like if the user does not provide plus, minus, asterisk, or forward slash divide, means that the user does not want to perform these operations, then we say that please select appropriate operation, because we do not support any other operations. So build and then run. Enter the first value, so I enter the 10. Enter second value, I enter 29. Please enter any of the following operations. So I have 4 operations: plus, minus, asterisk, and forward slash. So I want to perform multiplication, so I will enter asterisk. So I entered the asterisk. The multiplication is 200. So let's close this. Let's run this again. 2, 4. I want to do addition, so enter plus. The addition is 6. So as you can see that each time I want to perform multiplication or division or addition or calculate something, I need to run the program again and again. To avoid this, all you have to do is to use the while loop. Don't worry if you do not know what is while loop. I will show this into the next tutorials, so stay tuned. Now just see how it works. While true, bracket start, and take the end of the bracket to the end of the program, just before this last braces. So now build and run this. First value 5, second value 4, and perform subtraction. Again the subtraction is 1. Process return 0, execution time, and press any key to continue. Okay, it didn't work. Why? While true. Okay, while 1. Run this program while 1. Okay, so it's not working, but I will show you how you can run the program again and again using the while loop in the next tutorial. So that's all for this tutorial, and in this tutorial we learned how we can make a small calculator using the arithmetic operators. So that's it for this tutorial. See you in the next tutorial.